Hey guys, just stumbled across Isildur playing for the first time in a long time. He's playing 6 tables heads up against Jungleman. I don't know if you guys know who this guy is, but he's an up-and-comer. He was on a forum recently answering questions that I read through, and it wasn't seems to know what he's talking about. And he's been on the leaderboard at High Stakes Database. If you guys go to that site at all, but I was kind of bored right now, so I guess we're gonna take a look at what's going on here. So here we have a pot, just 600, but we're on the turn, and Jungleman takes that down with a bet. Let's see if we can. Jungleman takes that pot down. Here we have 2200 in there pre-flop. Isildur bets 1400 into it. Checks the turn. Jungleman, there's 5 grand out there. Bets 26. And Isi folds. Isi raised. Jungleman called. 500 continuation bet. Will Jungleman see the next card? No, he won't. 600 bucks in here. $500 continuation bet. No, lead out. Sorry. And we get a fold. No, that pot's already done. Not quite as much action as PLO, but you do see more all-ins pre-flop, obviously, because it's not pot limit. Oh, we got a river bet here, 1400. Could be a bluff. Oh, Isildur folds. Not a bluff in that spot, apparently. You see, believe Jungleman had something there. Perhaps the action on earlier streets led him to believe that. Nothing going on. We got a flop. Continuation bet. A raise. And a call from Isildur. Ace on the turn. 27 from Jungleman. Now, did Isi hit the ace? Guess we'll find out. He could represent it. And he just folds. Ooh, missed a big pot there. So let's play this over again. Raise of 300 from, and then a re-raise. 989 on the flop. Check, check. King on the turn. Another check. A bet from Isildur, and a call. And an ace on the river, a check. And Isildur checks behind. Jungleman just checked to him. I guess Jungleman thought that Isildur was bluffing and he couldn't get a value bet out of him there, but I don't know. Maybe he's setting it up for later in the match, but that to me looks like a spot where you want to put in a bet, because I don't know, he could have just been check calling as well, you know, because he doesn't know if Izzy has a 9 or not for sure. Could easily have checked the flop there with a 9. He's prone to do that, I'm sure. Yeah, so let's continue on with the match. 1700 from Jungleman there, no, nothing. We got 4400 in the pot here. Jungleman, check, check. Oh, another check. I'm looking for Isildur to bet there. The same thing we just saw with the ace-queen. 300, call. Jungleman looks like he's check calling in this spot. He's got a 6, he just check calls. As he bets it again, and he just calls with a 6. Hits the gut shot on the river, and doesn't bet out. I guess he doesn't think there's much value in betting out there because Isildur's probably going to fold a lot of his range. And what he doesn't fold, he probably gets beat by. And he doesn't want to face a raise or a bluff that he may have to lay down to in that spot. So I think that's a good check from Jungleman, personally. Not that I really know what's going on here, but big pot here. Looks like we got raised, led into by Izzy, re-raised by Jungleman, and now a re-raise by Isildur. Jungleman looks like he might be contemplating. He doesn't. Maybe he's got a flush draw. Goes all in, shoves it in, and Isildur just folds. Wow, that's a good read by Jungleman. If that was a read, he could have been going with a flush draw there, or just about anything actually. There's lots out there. If you guys want to see that again quick. So we get a raise and a call. It's a dirty flop. You got flush draw. Queen 10 is well within range. Even a 6 is within the range. You never know what any of these guys have. They play just about any two cards. So it gets checked to the turn. Now, did Jungleman check there with the flush draw for a free card? Could have checked there with a queen trying to induce. I don't think he checks a queen there. I certainly don't think he checks a 10. Might be checking two pair. Could even be a set, seeing as it was he raised pre-flop. You never know. So we get a bet and a raise. He could have hit a king here. He could have be on a flush draw. He could have two pair. So we're looking at ranges now. Isildur obviously thinks that Jungleman, his range could be a bluff here. He could see it happening, but Jungleman then shoves it in after banking for time for a minute or so. Not even a minute, probably 30 seconds. And Isildur just folds here. So it looks like it was a bluff. Obviously he's calling with either flush draw there. Based on the pot odds, I think that you have to call, especially if you have a jack. Jungleman could have ace jack of diamonds or something similar there. Could have lots and lots of stuff. But I actually put Isildur on a straight bluff, because otherwise I don't think he would have folded just anything there really. So maybe a 10 drops a 10, maybe it drops a 6 for sure. That's about it though. Anyway, that's just my take on it. Oh, we got a big pot here. Wow. Isildur's all in. Jungleman made a very big river bet, and now he's thinking about it for 4,500 more. I guess Izzy has to have a good hand in this spot. I don't think he bluffs here often. Yeah, and Jungleman was bluffing. So a good hand, it looks like, from Isildur. Got 5,000 in the pot. So these pots are getting bigger now. It looks like for about the first, I was watching this for about the last half hour, that they were being a little easy on each other, feeling each other out a bit, and now things have opened up for sure. Isildur seems to be going crazy here, or hitting cards, one of the two. But he can represent both, because if he goes on a rush, he often does represent that he has cards, bluffs more often. Get a call, and pocket kings from Izzy. So I don't think we'll be able to, no, we don't get to see what Isildur called off there. I would guess a 7 possibly. I don't know what else he calls off with there. Maybe 9s, 10s. Let's just see the action and see if I can figure out what Jungleman has here. Raise of 300, a re-raise to 11. We get a call. 4-7 deuce on the flop. We get a check, or a bet from Izzy. Bets out. Jungleman checks the turn. Jungleman checks as well. And then shoves it in on the river. And Jungleman calls it off. So Izzy was making it look like he had nothing and was bluffing on the river, and that's what Jungleman thought. I think he read him. Izzy could be doing either there. I've seen him do both. So Jungleman probably called off with a 7, possibly even a 4. Ace high I don't think is likely. 7 or a 4 is where I'd put him. Maybe pocket 9s or something like that. But I think I would figure the money would be in there on the flop had he had a pocket pair above 8s. Or obviously it has to be above 8s. He's not going to have quads there. Anyway, let's get on to the next hand. Oh, we got a $10,000 pot here. On the river, check from Izzy. And Jungleman just checks back. And Izzy takes it with a pair of 9s. So Jungleman was bluffing there. Should we watch that hand again? Just do it quick. 300 re-raise to 11. We've seen Isildur do that with his pocket pair of kings as well. 14, 42, and a call. Check, and it looks like it's going to get checked down from here. So Jungleman was just taking a shot at Isildur's continuation bet on the flop there. Just seeing if he had a pocket pair or if he just had overcards, he might lay it down. So, not a bad move from Jungleman, not a bad move from Isildur. I think he probably could have value bet the river there. Except the diamond did come out, and you don't want to get raised. So he's probably check calling. Good plan. Alright. Let's move over here. Oh, nothing there. We got a flop over here. 650 or 599.50. Bet from Izzy takes it down. Got a turn card here. And we bet from Jungleman takes it down. So not much action right now. Got another flop down here, but it's just standard. So we'll take a look at that if it goes nuts. Alright, we got a bet and a call, so I'll watch this hand then. $1,200 from Jungleman. Could be bluffing with a busted draw there, but he doesn't have anything to call him off, I guess. Or he had a better read on him than I, which he probably does because he's Isildur and I'm just me. Just your average low stakes player. Bet and a call. Check on the river. Does Izzy take a shot? He does. We get a call, and Isildur had the nut, well, not the nut flush, but a flush, ace high. There was a pair on the board. So let's just watch that real quick. Looks like Isildur did get a little lucky there. Oh, no he did not. He flopped the straight and then improved to the nut flush. Yeah. He bets out 34 here and gets a call from Jungleman. And he had flopped the second nuts and rivered, I don't know, like the 6th nuts. I don't really want to count through it right now, but it's around the 6th. Alright, oop. We got a river here. 2 aces, 2 sevens, and a king. No flushes. So, get check, check. Oh, and a king takes it down. Jungleman playing very conservatively. I would have bet in that spot with a king, I think. Let's see how the action goes first, though. And then I'll tell you if I would have or not, personally. Not that you guys really care, but, it's entertainment. 1,400 on the flop. A check, another check, and a check, and a check on the river? Really? Like, was it repop pre-flop? I don't think it was. It might have been. Oh, it was. That might be why he was a little worried about the ace there, and Isildur could be slow playing. So he's just willing to get his 5 grand or 2,500 bucks from Izzy with his king, I guess. But to me, that's a clear value bet spot.